And if you think about it, like if you want to have a good team that operationally can support you, you know, being able to take care of their families is going to be huge, and having a good scheduler, let's just say, or somebody who is dispatching people, like making sure that they've got a flexible schedule too, like gosh, the person who does all of your dispatching, they're managing the schedules of multiple people, on a calendar on who's going where and who's doing what and who's in charge of what and, how long to expect them to be able to do that work at this spot here, right? They might have families of their own. They might have to be managing their own personal schedule and, schedules of other people. So maintaining flexible, work-life balances for everybody is going to be big, and there's a lot of incentive opportunities by just being able to say like, hey, like, I don't care where you're working. Like a lot of companies nowadays are like pulling everybody back into the office kind of situations. Like, all right, everybody's going back in the office. It's like we've got a very flexible plan, right, for people who are admin or doing office work. Um, if you're able to get your work done from a coffee shop, or you're able to answer phones and schedule from a coffee shop, then answer phones and schedule from a coffee shop. Okay, like that's just the way that's all I'm worried about. I don't need to keep a seat at 98 degrees simply to keep a seat at 98 degrees. That's not what's important to me. The seat being warm isn't the important part, right? The tasks, right? The responsibilities that are there are being handled is what's important, And as long as those things are being met, we're in good shape, like, and if they're not being met, right, we got to look at some reasons why they might not be met, right? And so we just have to keep that in mind that, we got to take care of our schedulers.